James London, thank you for coming by my tasting table today. This wine is next. This is Smith-Madrone. This is a Rosé 2021 vintage from Spring Mountain. Stay tuned, I'll give you my thoughts, perspectives, and point score on this dazzling, beautiful Rosé wine. So before I get started, be sure to subscribe to this channel and please give a like. Now, I'm gonna list up here a playlist of Smith-Madrone wines I've been tasting and reviewing for years. I'm a huge fan. I love what the Smith brothers are doing and have been doing for years. And I think this is a nice testimony to come out to the marketplace with a very nicely sculpted wine. So not all wine grapes, red wine grapes, are going to respond the same way in terms of a rosé wine program altogether. So this is not going to, pretending to be a Rhone set of wines making rosé or a Pinot Noir of rosé. And I think this is that point of distinction. This is a Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot. This is only a state fruit, right? So you're going to only have Riesling, Chardonnay, and the Bordeaux varieties on the estate, Smith-Madrone estate. And so hence it's really nice to see that they didn't go out and say, hey, we're going to purchase some Pinot Noir today or Grenache or Mourvedre. And I think this is a nice way of coming to the marketplace with a sophisticated, nuanced, gorgeous rosé wine. The site itself is dry farmed, which is really great testimony and a fantastic thing for planet Earth, and produces stunningly gorgeous wines. And it has to be trained, right? You can't just suddenly decide to dry farm. And this is what the Smith brothers, who have been doing this for years. It is a site that's facing east, really great morning sunshine and great coolness in the evening time, really zipping up acidity for the fruit that's being produced on site. Now the site is red soil composition, which is Aitken stony clay loam, and it's 1300 to 2000 Fasel, which is 396 to 609 Mazel, which is feet and meters above sea level. Now this is their third experience with creating a rosé wine. So this is vintage 2021. Let me show you the bottle up close. I do like the bottle because it's clear. It's not green. It also has no capsule. And so it's kind of a very no-nonsense packaging. And I've been tasting for over a decade, if not longer. Now, the colorization, let's talk about that. Now, a lot of people believe there's a very narrow bandwidth of what rosé is accepted at in terms of colorization. I do like all colorizations, especially as it relates to how the wine grape performs best. Now this is a composition of 67% Cabernet Sauvignon, 33% Merlot. The alcohol is 13.3%, 165 cases are made, $30 SRP, $30 price point. And I'll put more information on the producer down below so you can seek him out and get this wine and other wines they do produce in states that receive wines from California. Now, yes, I'm very sensitive to color because I do believe that a lot of rosés are, I would say, out of play or out of fashion. And that's really unfortunate because there's this very narrow bandwidth that only Provence colors are acceptable. But I do believe there is an adjustment made based on variety and also stylization. I think of a region like Cerasolo di Abruzzo, and that's a region that's been producing darker red rosé colorization wines. And I think that's really acceptable because that's a tradition and they're absolutely delicious. And this wine is no exception. And so to me, I think this is a really harmonious, beautiful, I would say just jewel toned pink, light red colorization that's harmonious and beautiful and comfortable in its own skin, if you will. So let me talk first about the nose on this wine. So this is a nose of fresh raspberry, floral, crushed seashell note as well. And next, the palate characterization. This is an absolutely gorgeous, sophisticated, highly nuanced rosé wine. And what I love about this is its notes of cherry, wild raspberry, sea spray, as well as white pepper, a bit of crushed fennel note, and moistened stones again. So I enjoy rosé year round. I don't enjoy it just for one part of the year that is the summertime or warmer seasons, but year round. It is absolutely fantastically beautiful. Now it says 94 points out of 100 points. So right up here is a playlist of other Smith-Madrones that I have reviewed. And again, more information on the producer down below. Questions and comments, please list there. If you've tasted Smith-Madrone wines, what do you think? The Smith brothers are very careful about how they produce wines, and not just producing for production's sake, but also producing it because they wanted to produce a really nicely sculpted, harmonious, gorgeous wine. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video review, and come back for more. I appreciate your support, and I will see you very soon. Santé.